This video is for people 14 years and older. If you're not 14 years and older, turn off now. Everybody else, hang on for the video and check out the new Project Yeti. And just a preview, this is kind of my collection at the moment. This is what I've got going on, and that's the Kaiju right there in pieces. Hold on 1 second, let me help y'all out with that. There we go. So right now this is what I've got going on RC wise. I've narrowed down the collection because I really want to just start modifying what I got and stop playing with so many because it's so hard to keep so many going. So I figure a couple of 6S's, a couple of crawlers. Got me another good basher right there. That arm ascent is a beast. I just put some new RPM arms on it, and I'm going to be taking it out to the skate park along with the Kaiju here in just a few, another next video probably. And then we're going to be getting this one out and running it. But check out the video to come after this, and hope you guys like it. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button and turn on notifications so you can see what's coming up with these next. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. As promised, the custom Yeti. Project Yeti. Don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but definitely going to call it pretty much finished. Got a few little knickknacks I want to do. Get some vinyl names and letters and stuff and put on it and such, but as far as the overall build, it is completed. So hope you guys enjoy checking it out. Got the green upper arms and the orange lower arms in aluminum. I have the shock stops, straps, and I also have a set for the front right there. Haven't put them on yet. They'll be going right there. I custom painted the body and the skulls. Give y'all a look at the other side. And then pop it up, let you see. Custom painted all the axial. Anything you see that's green and orange, I have touched. And some black parts. Redid all the wiring so it's nice and neat and tucked away. All new clutch, new mount plate. Of course I painted it. I have a new gear cover, but I want to make sure everything's working good before I put it on. Put a new off and on switch / set switch on the ESC. And this ESC, I cannot figure out what model it is to figure out what the programming code or settings are. I got it where I can get in settings mode, but I don't know how to set it because I don't have a chart to go by. So if anybody knows what type this is, please let me know. I have looked everywhere for a serial number and everywhere for anything I can find to help notify it or identify it, excuse me. But also I got the, I call it the bat wing, but it's the upper support for the front end. I got it in orange. Got all the metal links in the front, painted them different colors. Painted the drive shaft orange, painted all the springs as you can tell. Painted the inside of the body orange. And got a nice metal front bumper for it. Painted the skid plate. Did a cool little chemical reaction pattern on it. See how long it lasts. But, let me turn it back around here so you guys can see it in the light. It's pretty though. I mean, the chassis is not pretty. You gotta remember it's was a used beat up Yeti when I got it. It didn't even function or turn. So I think it's came a long way in my opinion. The heads wasn't even painted yet. I got my wife over here. Gotta get her name going on the door. But yeah guys, tell me what you think in the comments. Make sure you subscribe and like so you can see me take it out for the first run soon. Soon after that I'll be bashing it. I didn't build it just to look pretty. I built it to, I put all those aluminum parts on it so I can go out there and play with it. I already have new front A-arms and, or front arms and things like that, anticipating some breakage when I go take it out. So I got a box full of parts here for it. Let you guys check all that out. So that's just some of the leftovers of stuff I've got for it. Put in a box over here waiting to break. But I just wanted to give you also a size comparison and a little update on the Redcat Kaiju. Why I had you guys here looking at the Yeti. And that is the Kaiju right there, believe it or not. Yes, that truck, it is not small, guys. It's not as small as you think it is. You know, it's about the size of the Max, a little bigger in my opinion, but the Yeti's supposed to be 8th scale too. I don't understand. I think Axel lost their minds when they made the XL. Look at that, guys. Axial must have lost their minds when they made the XL, because that is supposed to be 2 8th scales sitting right there. And you tell me how. Anyways, just thought I'd bring this to people's attention because most people don't understand how big the Yeti XL is. I mean, it is huge. Absolutely huge. Anybody that knows how big the Kaiju tires are, well, there you go. Yetis are way, way bigger. Anyways, they're both 6S. So of course this little monster is crazy on 6S. It's Cray Cray Kaiju is what I've nicknamed it. And long story short, it did a horrible tumble and broke the shock tower right here, or excuse me, the body mount right here off the shock tower. So that's the only breakage I had other than the front end. I had some screws coming loose. So I've got kind of a plan for it, because of course parts are hard to find right now and hard to get your hands on. And I just think ordering another one when it failed so easily is a mistake. So I'm going to make my own little situation up here. Anyway, as you guys can tell, it broke off at that joint right there. See that? And now I'll get to the other one and show you how it did exactly the same thing on the other side. I mean, exactly. When you put those two pieces side by side, they look almost exactly the same. But anyways, I'm going to take this aluminum stock I found, and I am going to make a plate that gets go across there and give it as much strength as possible. And if I'm not mistaken, when I measured and looked at everything, I'll show you what I'm talking about real quick. The way these line up is like it comes off the bar. See how that goes to the end? Well, I'm going to take the mount out of this bracket right here that's broken. I'm going to drill the hole just a hair bigger and make my aluminum come across here and then mount it onto the front of it, and I think it's going to catch the body perfect. We'll see. I may have to do just a little bit of bending on the aluminum to make it, you know, tweak right in the perfect place, but I don't think so really. I think I'm just going to be able to be perfectly straight through there and good to go. Now I don't know how long this aluminum is going to hold up, but it's going to be something I can use and hopefully be an upgrade to what's there until they make a part for it, because nobody has made that yet, even though I've heard a lot of people complain they've broken. But other than that, guys, Kaiju's been doing good for me. I had a problem with the wheel nut very first day I took it out. I've tightened everything up and kind of went over it a little bit here and there. I'm sure I missed something, but other than that, it seems to be doing good. I adjusted the servo saver. That was an issue. It was way too tight to begin with. Would have broke if I'd have hit something. But other than that, the Kaiju's been a good truck so far. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and you know, turn on those notifications, because that's getting ready to go to the skate park as well. And that's going to be on its next video, is the skate park. This one we're just going to go out test running, things to that effect. But I believe the next video I'm going to take this one out and do a speed run and some skate park bashing with it. And this one's just going to get some test running and maybe a speed run out of it. I want to see how the torque is on the front tire, because these things are known to, once you get onto them, they just want to, the front tire rises up and it gets on 3 wheels. And this one I've got the, excuse me, I'll leave that real quick, guys. This one I've got the sway bar on and the double springs. And I got the stops to stop letting it go so far in certain situations. So we'll see if that does anything. I don't know if it will. My last Yeti I had, that was a ready to run one. Didn't have a lot of these parts, and it was ridiculous. The tire stood up all the time. And the only time it really came down on the ground is when he was letting off the gas in order to turn or something. It was really kind of stupid. But this one I have yet to run, other than just kind of playing with it out in the yard with the body off to make sure all the electronics were working correctly and all that good stuff. But yeah, this is the new Project Yeti completed, guys. And that's what she looks like, all sitting and ready to roll. I've had this thing completely apart, and every screw's been gone through pretty much. So rebuilt the rear end. I've been through the front end. I've refreshened all the bearings. I've put screws, paint, new servo, Did a crap load of soldering with the wires to the motor and such, because that was a mess. Whoever had soldered that before I got it had to do a horrible job. It didn't, the ESC was just wired to be straight on. Somebody had cut this little switch off. I have no idea why. Long story short, everything seems to be working. I just wish I could program it. So if anybody knows what that ESC is or has a way for me to figure it out, please drop me a comment below and let me know. Anyways, appreciate you guys watching. And be sure to check out the next video. I'll let you know how the Kaiju repair came out. And we'll be taking these two out and bashing them. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Enjoy.